And I think this next interview you see, I mean, it just epitomizes to me what the power of the internet really is and what's going on in our society. I come up with a new phrase in my head called the internet makes it possible now for everybody to be a store. You know? And this story of this couple, you know, is remarkable how, because it just shows you what's going on. I mean, big stores are closing. Walmart's closing stores, you know, Target, everybody is closing down. Retail, people aren't going to the malls. Malls are closing. And now, see, people want things differently. And there's a chance to give things differently because you don't need, you know, to get your product in Walmart, you have to sell 1 million a day, right? So Walmart's not going to put your product in there unless you could sell 1 million a day. And that's very few products that are that way, even though the store's full of gazillion things, you know. And now here's a couple, they were both craftsmen, they're woodworkers, things like that, redoing houses and whatever, and all the lacquer, all the paints, all the varnishes, all the enamels, and all this kind of stuff was making them sick. I mean, really causing cancer, causing diseases in their lungs and things like that, and they had to stop. They had to stop doing that. And then they did research and found, hey, what's making me sick from this? And it was the stuff in those chemicals that when you paint it on, you think after it dries, those chemicals are gone, but they're not. They're still there. And that's why more and more people are figuring this out. And so actually by accident, they have 3 dogs and they're at the vet one day and they found out the dog was eating their bowl, you know, that's on a raised bowl on a little piece of wood and things like that. Eating that, it was making the dog sick. They said, the vet said, there's so many dogs that get sick from that, and from all the paint that's on the wood and stuff like that. So what they did their research and found out how to get coverings, you know, I mean, enamel coverings or you know, to paint the wood, to make it nice in different colors with non-toxic materials. And that's what they have a business in doing now. They're doing it out of their home. And every bowl, everything they do is handmade by the 2 of them. That's all. They've only been at it for 2 years doing this. They had to give up their other job. There was no alternative except die. That was their alternative. They kept doing it because for some reason they were getting sick from all that stuff. Maybe it didn't happen to everybody, but it's there. So it happens in different degrees. Some people put up with it and some people can't put up with it. So that's what happened to them. And see, without the power of the internet, with them going on, you know, and starting a store on Amazon or whatever for nothing, doing the research on how to make these things. They love making stuff anyway, so they're making little bowls, and they did all the research about how to finish off the wood so it's non-toxics. And now they got these eco-friendly things. And you watch the interview, how they get the joy out of doing one-on-one with customers. Other customers really become like family. You know, and they can't wait to get the product. And they give products away too. If you get a product damaged, they tell the customer, just give it to your, you know, shelter, animal shelter, whatever, and we'll send you a new one. See, you can't do that working for a big company. They wouldn't let you do that, right? Get back here. We're going to... No. And that's what's cool. And that's what's cool, I think, in our society now. Everybody could have a store. Everybody is a store. Because people like Amazon make it easier for customers to find you. They handle all the you know, marketing. They handle all the... It costs nothing. The credit card stuff you got to figure out. No, it's all figured out for you. So it's easier than ever to start a store. And there's so much more need now for individual little stores, not big bonanza gazillion dollar stores, little ones that help people that can grow bigger and bigger. So watch this. Well, Gary and Ingrid Fair, and you don't spell it like fair trade, you spell it F-E-H-R, right? But who cares about that? Your website is easier than your last name, actually. Ofto, OFTO.US. And that's where you find dog bowls made out of genuine wood products, handmade in the U.S. with your blood, sweat, and tears. But more importantly, man, you discover how dogs and humans are getting sick from the paint and the lacquer and all that kind of stuff. And you personally, both of you, were getting sick like that. So you're making environmentally friendly stuff where your dog's going to live longer, you're going to live longer, and a happier life just by buying a dog bowl. That's terrific. I mean, your story is just ingenious, and as I mentioned before, I mean, it's remarkable how. See, Walmart would never do something like this because they couldn't see a market of selling 10 million products a day or something, and so you're making a nice business for yourself and your family by just having a bunch of customers online who appreciate what you're doing.
That's exactly it. And then it's just the pair of us. So if we can't get it done, it has to wait till we get it
done. You're like my kids. They say the same thing. I'll get it done, Dad. But to me, what's so great about what's happening in craftsmen like you now, we're becoming a craftsman society. I mean, we're getting something better made, more enjoyable. You're enjoying your work more because you see the finished product going, and you have a person that is on the other end who says, hey, this is neat. I'm not going back and telling the salesperson at Walmart how neat something is, right?
That's exactly true. That's exactly true. And when you involve pets, people love to send you photos of pets, and we're getting quite a little Pinterest following where people will actually give us photos. And
oh, that's wonderful. So you have to figure out all that stuff, right?
They have the bowls in them. Sometimes they're just the dogs.
It doesn't matter, right? As long as they like it. But that, I mean, I just think it's wrong. That's why I think the internet is really bringing us all closer together than apart. Because boy, everybody was trying to get big, 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 and work for some big company, and now people are dealing with a husband and wife making their bowls right at home and sending them off to you.
That's it. If you have a question, you're talking to the pair of us. That's
right. It. And what could be better than that? I mean, like we have an apartment in Washington D.C. and on Airbnb would have put it, and people who use our apartment leave it cleaner than we give it to them.
Yeah.
In the hotel, you don't give a damn. Hyatt, they don't care, so you don't care, and all they want is the money, and that's it. But now dealing with people like you. On the internet, you're there, you're available, you're answering your business phone at home during dinner or whatever. You're out. The guy at Walmart goes home and he's home, man.
We've actually had customers FaceTime as they're opening their packages. I mean, it's just amazing how involved we end up.
And what could be better than that? You got one-on-one helping somebody. You're sharing what's inside of you and your heart and everything going into these products, and you're able to feel that coming back.
Well, we sure hope so.
I mean, that's just, what could be a better life? I mean, what are you going to pile up stacks of money or something and burn it, or buy crap you don't need, or whatever?
Or more toxic things.
Yeah. Exactly, more toxic stuff. And here you're helping somebody with something and making their life more enjoyable and healthier than all the other crap that's in our life. Wow. So when you're applying for sainthood or something, are they going to...
I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah. Oh, just a few more dog bowls. Maybe you get. Maybe the animals have a saint. That they.
St. Francis.
Right, St. Francis. I was giving a speech last night, and somebody said that. Oh, you're like St. Francis of Assisi. And growing up Catholic, I sort of know what it means, but I got to look it up to make more sure. So that's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, he was. I mean, pictures of him, all the animals following him, right? Yeah. So that's what you guys are. So tell me, what's the hard part of trying to sell on Amazon or on your own website or whatever?
Well, that's a great question. The hardest part is just to get people to know about you. And then once they do know about you, you have to explain to them why it's just not what they're used to. Our wood is never laminated, but people don't really know what laminated means. They know there's a shiny coating on stuff, but they don't understand that that's bad for them. We started with probably more people buying us just because our products were beautiful, and now it's transitioned into.
Oh, really? I see.
Yeah, that was the way we started. Is it was just really pretty, and now people are like, oh, there's a reason behind it.
So you don't want to be just another pretty face, huh?
the eco-friendly side we're seeing increasing.
Right.
You know, just a few years ago when we first started it, there was an awareness of it, but again, it was regional. Certain parts of the country, it was a heavier presence, but then other parts of the country, there was just no interest. I mean, we would be at shows various times and talk about something being eco-friendly or no chemicals, and people just didn't
Right.
really care.
Well,
It
no, I
just
mean,
did.
something like that. It's sort of like, well, I'm going to sort my garbage or something if it's eco-friendly or something. You know, the stuff in the air is actually killing you.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
but we are seeing more of a shift toward eco-friendly. And I think that's a lot of what Ingrid was referring to. Initially, people might look at a product and say, it's nice, I like the color, I like the smell, I'm going to buy it. Now we're seeing more reviews and getting more feedback from customers where they're saying, we bought it because friendly. It also is nice, but it's
Well, you're
eco-friendly.
starting a movement here, aren't you?
Well,
we're
hope to be
trying
part
to.
of it at least.
We're
Well, I mean,
trying.
but you said that somebody did some research and they said that you're the only people in the world doing something like this.
Yeah,
That's
with a
it.
complete eco-friendly. It's interesting. You can go on Amazon or any website and find numerous products similar to what we do.
Well, a dog
But
bowl. Yeah, I mean, you know.
And what eco-friendly means something different to everybody. So, like if you search on Amazon and you put in eco-friendly dog bowl, you're going to get a lot of people that have plastic, which is not really eco, or it may have a lacquer on it, but it's made of wood, so they're going on the wood part, or it's not
It comes
sustainable.
in an eco-friendly package, right? You take it out of the package and put it there, and your dog's gonna die.
and that's one of the things when we initially set up, we wanted this to be complete and full circle, not
Right.
just parts of this are eco-friendly, but we do our best to make sure the whole package all the way from beginning to end, even shipping materials that we use
But I mean,
eco-friendly.
your heart is in it because I mean, this is important to you. You both became ill because of this stuff that was in your house and the work that you were doing. So you had to give up your job because of all this stuff in the air, and you created a new job helping yourself by helping other people.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Wow. Well, that's terrific. Well, you're a great couple, and thanks for being in the world teaching the rest of us. But all the junk in the air that we don't need, as long as we get products from ofto.us, right? And you see it all there. Well, Gary and Ingrid, thank you so much for being there and doing this work and putting your heart into it and helping the rest of us. Take care.
Oh,
We
thank
thank you.
you.